Okay, everybody, again, Shabbat Shalom, a word of Torah. Um, so the Torah teaches us that we are commanded to count the days between Passover and Shavuot. It's a total of 7 weeks between the two holidays. What's interesting is that the Torah does not give a specific date for Shavuot. We know that Passover starts, in the middle of Nisan, the 15th of Nisan. All the other holidays have dates except for Shavuot. We only know that Shavuot begins 7 weeks after Passover. So the two holidays are intimately linked. And part of what strengthens that link is that we count the days, the 7 weeks, every day we count. Now, in agricultural terms, this is a period of ripening of the barley harvest. And so a barley offering would be brought every day to the temple, every day of these days between Passover and Shavuot. And finally, after the 7 weeks, the day after the 7 weeks, was a celebration. That was Shavuot. It was a celebration of the barley harvest. So that's the agricultural connection. Now, the Kabbalists, who lived in northern Israel in the city of Tzfat in the Middle Ages, and they're still Kabbalists today, Jewish mystics, they gave a whole new meaning to the counting of the Omer. By the way, that word Omer is a biblical word, and it's just a measure of grain. That's what was being counted, that measure of grain that was offered every day. So these days of counting are called Sfirat HaOmer, the counting of the Omer. So the Kabbalists teach about 7 Sfirot, 7 divine emanations from God. And these divine emanations are particularly manifest at this time of year during the counting of the Omer. And so the Kabbalists made a spiritual practice. They would meditate each day on godly attributes that are noted in these 7 Sfirot. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see what the 7 Sfirot, the 7 attributes are. Okay, so here are these 7 emanations from God. And so what the Kabbalists would do is every week they would focus on one of the emanations, and they would pick one of the other emanations and focus on an aspect of that the emanation of the week. So how it works is we're in the first week, the second day. We're about to count the Omer in just a minute. So Kabbalists would meditate on both chesed, love, which is the first one, and they would also meditate on gvura, power or judgment. So we can think about what is the connection between love and power or judgment. So a Jewish mystic named Arthur Green wrote a book called A Kabbalah for Tomorrow. It's a phenomenal book, and I want to read a passage from this book where he talks about the interplay between love and judgment. Judgment untempered by love brings about evil. Evil is not just some distant force. It exists in each one of us and in the cosmos as a whole, the result of an imbalance of inner forces. Yet neither the world nor the self can do without gevurah, without power or judgment. He also defines gevurah as self-restraint and the knowledge of how to act in any given situation. We must ensure, though, that enough love and compassion breaks through these restraints, or else we endanger or else we are in danger of harming ourselves and others around us, upsetting the balance of our own inner lives. So I think this is a great opportunity for meditation. You can meditate on the power of love, how it needs to be balanced with judgment. Um, and the two have to exist in balance because all love is not a great thing. It has to be checked with some discipline, and so we can think about that uh, in our own lives. I mean, how do we balance these ideas of love and judgment? If we lean too much to the side of judgment, maybe we're too self-critical. Maybe we're too critical of others. However, if we lean too much toward love, then maybe we're too indulgent and we're lacking discipline. So the two emanations have to exist in balance and harmony. You can take a screenshot of these emanations, or I can post them if you like, and uh, you can just go week by week. There are websites that'll show you how to do that. You can just use this as a meditative discipline, just like the Kabbalists do.